How do? It's Thursday, the 13th of April 2017, and this is just going to be a random short video that I've decided to do in my kitchen on this morning because of what's going on in Chechnya at the moment, with the concentration camps for gay men. And the thing is, I can't do 6 years of work with Pink Triangle Theatre in schools and prisons and colleges and workplaces and everywhere else, tackling homophobia, and then just sit by while this happens. And I know there was a brilliant post shared hundreds of times by a guy on Facebook, which really put it simply, to think about your LGBTQI plus friends, and what if it was them, but think wider than that. There's a very famous poem, piece of writing, and I'm not actually sure of the title, but I quote the first 3 words of each verse quite a lot, which is "First they came." And I don't know the order of it, but it's, first they came for the Jews, and I didn't stand up because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for the Christians, and I didn't stand up because I wasn't a Christian. And so on and so forth. And the final verse is, then they came for me, and there was nobody left to stand up. And that's how you've got to think about this kind of thing, because it could be a concentration camp for you and who you are at the core. We can't sit idly by and watch this happen. So what I would ask you to do, as a friend of mine, or maybe as a mere viewer of this video, or a secret subscriber of my channel on YouTube, I would ask that you seek out the petitions, attend the marches if you can, talk about this, write to people, support is it Amnesty that are kind of all fighting this at the moment, Stonewall, because gay men are being rounded up, and the stories I've read have been absolutely horrific, being rounded up and kept in rooms together, made to sit on bottles, and some of them killed because of their sexuality. And of course, an official in Chechnya was asked about this and said, oh no, that couldn't happen here because we don't have gay people here. It's a messed up world, and you can sit idly by in your box or your bubble and refuse to let any of that stuff in because all the stuff in here is quite nice, or you can burst the or rip it open and be a part of the bigger picture and stand up for things. So I'm going to sign those petitions, and I'm going to support wherever I can, and I'm doing this little video because I will not sit idly by while men just like me, who only happen to be on a different continent and speak a different language, but in every other way are exactly the same, biologically, sexually, they're being rounded up, beaten, forced to sit on bottles, and sometimes killed just over the ocean. And it's 2017. Do things, sign things, say things, hear things, share things. Lots of love.